We lost Scott Martin. We were in reinvention mode.
I remember hearing whispers around the town that maybe this team may not make the tournament. This might be the downfall of the team from here.
All right, here we go. Let's go, go! Grant takes the three. Good! It's over! Notre Dame has defeated Louisville in 5 overtimes.
That went extra round.
We're in Madison Square Garden. Atkins back to Connaughton for 3. Got it!
I think we broke through, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Grant now takes the pass, drives left side of the lane, throws it up and in, and gets fouled. Rebound, Cooley up and good. Notre Dame will advance.
Great toughness. We're playing in the semifinals for 4 straight years.
I haven't played in a while.
We lost Scott Martin, a key guy for us, was shooting the ball better than he's ever shot it, but also was our anchor defensively and was truly our voice on the court as a 6th-year senior. You know, we were in reinvention mode.
First question to Mike.
Mike, I think you said when Scott was injured that 2 weeks would be the earliest he'd come back. I'm wondering, I think we're 2 weeks now. What's his condition?
You know, he is feeling better, Tom. I think he's going to shoot a little bit today, and, you know, I just think we're kind of day-to-day evaluating, and I certainly don't want to rush him back.
It was good. It felt like longer than 2 weeks. Awesome. A little rusty for sure.
That it?
Good. I'm good.
I remember hearing, you know, whispers around the town that, you know, after the Georgetown loss, that was the first game without Scott, that, you know, maybe this team may not make the tournament. This might be the downfall of the team from here.
I want to look at that, the wear and tear of bringing it up, and, you know, they're going to still run and jump. We can look up the floor. I don't want to overcoach that, but I want to see what that looks like with a big up, and we nail a guy right away.
Let's look at how we play with 2 big guys and spacing and high-low stuff. Let's take a look at that.
Run it back. This is the one where we had the one timeout we had to call.
As you're in reinvention mode, I'm kind of evaluating. I'm experimenting. You're really not supposed to be doing that in February, but it is what it is. How do we want to do this?
All right, all right, all right. We'll have a segment against their pressure, and then at the end, we're going to go just some half-court defense, guarding that ball screen with Siva in it, and look at our positioning in it, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Break it up and sweat, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
I think that's my job, to really sell them and get them to believe that we're reinventing, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and what it means is, here it is late in the year and we could still get better.
Screen him. Good. Not open. Get him again. Good. Shape up. Good, good. Get in. Give him a body. Go, go, go. Good. Here we go. Attack it. That's it. That's it. Good movement. Good movement. Good movement. Pat, can you get through screens? Well, get through them.
Reinventing equals improvement. Not a lot of teams can improve in February. They're kind of a finished product by then. And so that's kind of the tone I've taken since we shut Scott down and put Tom in the lineup.
Scott's a shooter, you know, he's our leader, he's our oldest guy, so, you know, when we lose him, you know, it's definitely a reinvention, and Coach is great with going with the flow, you know, when things have to change, you know, Coach knows how to change them, and, you know, he inserted Tom, and Tom played well.
Tom, just because Scott's working back in, I don't want you looking over your shoulder.
Okay.
We need your juice too, okay? All right, don't be distracted by it. I don't know what he's going to be able to give us. If it's anything, it's off the bench.
All right.
We need you starting and doing your thing, okay?
Okay.
Coach Brey is one of those guys that likes to build a personal relationship with his players. And when Coach pulled me aside and told me, we need you right now, it definitely gave me a confidence that I definitely feel like I'm going to be using for the rest of the season.
I didn't want him looking over his shoulder. He's a starter for us and he's playing well. I didn't want him thinking, okay, Scott Martin, if he's back, that's the end of my rotation.
Coach Brey definitely is a player's coach and has relationships with us.
You see that thing's coming for you, so wait. Does that help you?
Coach is really a player's coach. He wants to know what I like so he can start running that for me.
Really good. That was great in that, okay? Jaron, this time you take it out.
So I can, you know, be comfortable within the game.
Communicate, Jaron, down here. Communicate on screens.
We're good. Okay, come on.
Good, good, good.
I don't know who we are offensively still right now. We're still trying to find that offensive identity. since Martin has left.
Really good. Let's just walk through it. Eric, come on out here.
I think the risk of any team changing their identity midway through the season is that it takes too long, you know, to find a new one.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
go.
When college game day comes to town, the whole city of South Bend gets excited. The fans get out there early in the morning. We're out there with the fans.
So this is your shot for 2 hours. You just got to let the nation know that, okay, there's other schools, but we are ND. That's what it's all about. 60 seconds, coast to coast.
With game day.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you handle it now?
No, it's a great question. I have taken a whole new outlook. The circus is coming to town, and I've got my cotton candy.
You know, these are special things that, you know, don't happen all the time. So, you know, when you get an opportunity like this, it's really good to know that Coach likes for us to embrace it.
I think Coach Brey did a great job of having us be loose when college game day came. We didn't think too much about it. We just had fun with it.
The last 6+ seasons, only Kansas has been tougher to beat at home.
All the students were hype about it. You know, the game was hyped up. It was, you know, ESPN, you know, the late night game. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know. Not a lot of college basketball players get to say they were part of game day.
It's time to play Know Your Teammate. Who do you think Jack said, if you guys beat Louisville tonight, which player is most likely to get caught on camera kissing his girlfriend in the post-game celebration?
Sharon and I watched some other people do it before.
Jack?
It just shows our team just really knows each other.
Me?
Coach Brey was the first coach who was like, we don't recruit people who aren't going to fit in our system and who aren't going to play with us and who aren't going to get along.
You guys are on fire, Jared. Nicely done, Jack. Great job.
So Coach sets the table for us to get along. It's really surprising how good it is, how great we all get along, regardless of where we come from. We're all great friends.
Guys, great job. And now, after they scored well, can we score some cash?
Notre Dame does a great job of integrating their athletes with the students. We live on campus with them. They're our roommates, our next door neighbors. So we have friendships with them.
$18,000 if you make a shot. Get as many off as you can in 18 seconds. You ready to go?
Let's do this.
Let's make some shots. Only 3 guys have made it in game day history. Let's see if Notre Dame can go. Let them fly. First shot on the way. That one's on line.
He almost hit the first one. We were in shock. And then as a team, we're like, all right, we're mobbing this kid when he hits it.
Oh, he got it! Oh, he got it again!
Only in Notre Dame can you build that sort of connection with the students. Because, I mean, I think part of the reason that the students come and the community feels so close to this team is because we're in the dorms with the regular students. And we always just enjoy being treated just like everyone else. And at other schools, you have athlete-only dorms, and you have literally, they just live almost by themselves, and they're not part of the team. They eat by themselves. I mean, the only time they interact is in class. And it's just, to get to know and live with our fellow students is just so great, to build those connections and truly feel that you're a part of this university more than just, oh, I go there.
Game day rolling in South Bend. Irish and Louisville coming up.
Going into this game, Coach Brey decided to show us a video off YouTube of a bunch of knockouts from boxing matches.
A boxing guy had sent me one. He said, this may come in handy during the season. I had it sitting on my desk since October, wondering there may be a time for this.
Because we knew it was going to be a battle going into it, and we need to play as tough as we can, and he just used the analogy of a boxing match to get us to understand that.
I put that on, and I think, you know, it kind of struck them, and then I had the gloves in the lockers. The next, and I kept talking about, you know, and I was in there, you know, shadow boxing a little bit. 15 rounds, man. 15 rounds. We're just going to keep swinging.
When you're in those huddles, you keep reminding each other whether it's a run by us or a run by them. 15, baby.
Excite the guys to know that, you know, we're ready to fight. The coach has belief in us that we can fight and we can knock somebody out.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Go. Have fun, man. Have fun. Pick each other up. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 6-point Louisville lead. Irish need some breaks, need to make some plays. Obviously, this team misses the leadership of Scott Martin, who was the leading three-point shooter in the Big East. But you're at a point now where somebody else has to step up and be that leader and be that playmaker. And right now, Notre Dame is struggling to find that guy. Smith with the basketball, drives right side of the lane for the short runner that's good. 53-45, largest lead of the game. Some of the faithful surrender and head to the parking lot.
Until that last minute, I was with Joey Brooks on the sideline, and I was thinking, man, this is going to hurt. If we lose this one, it's going to be tough.
With the way that Notre Dame can shoot the three-point shot, there's still plenty of time left in this game to try to steal one.
And then Jaren just took over.
Grant stops and pops, running three is good. His first field goal of the game.
So I hit the first one, and then after that, it was just like, I have confidence that, my teammates told me, here's the ball, Jaren, go make a play.
Grant now takes the three and knocks another one down. 58-54.
At that point, it was just, confidence-wise was, I can take any shot I want because, this game is supposed to be out of hand. So, just go take a shot.
Grant, another three on the way. Another three is down for Jaren Grant. 60-57.
I knocked down some shots, and then the crowd got into it. And gave me confidence, and the guys kept telling me to go get the ball, and next thing you know, I'm at the free throw line with a chance to tie the game.
Here comes Grant. Grant spinning over midcourt. Grant behind his back being double teamed. Grant drives the lane, lays it off the glass and in, and he's fouled! The basket counts, and he's fouled! Jaren Grant can go to the line to tie the game! Grant at the line, the free throw is good! We are tied at 60. Jang, the ball is loose, and we go to overtime!
We felt we stole something just to get to overtime. And you're so excited that you're in overtime and you still have maybe a chance of winning this thing that you have such a good vibe about you.
So we get to overtime and, walking to the bench, coach is just like, here it is, guys. Go out there and have fun and, see what happens. We're not supposed to be here, so go out there and play you guys' hearts out and see what happens.
We are fortunate to be in overtime. Let's get the tip and play, baby. We're in. How many times have we done this?
And I just tried to capitalize that on the huddles. Like, we're going to have fun with this. We got nothing to lose. I think it helped us stay loose in the overtimes.
The guys that were on the court could definitely see that Coach Brey was enjoying it. And I think since they saw that Coach Brey was enjoying it, we as a team all started enjoying the situation as well.
A lot has been made of my demeanor, and that was from the heart. We are going to enjoy it. We're going to have fun with it. In the huddles, in between each overtime, I was making comments like, man, can you believe this? Have you ever been in one like this? I've never been. And it was almost like, this is great. And I just felt we had to enjoy that to stay loose and just keep going for it.
We go to double overtime. We are going, can you believe it, to triple overtime. Shall we play overtime number 4? The running hook is short, tipped up, no good. Sherman, tipped up and in by Zach August. We're tied again. 93-93. Russ Smith driving down the lane. The ball is loose. Smith picks it up at the buzzer. Overtime number 5.
In overtime, we learned a lot about our team, just to have that adversity, and it shows the confidence everyone has that it's your turn to step up. You got to go do it, and they just go in and play flawlessly.
Going to each overtime, you always feel like you had another chance. You had another chance to do it. You had another chance to win.
Atkins drives down the lane, lays it off the glass and in. 102-100. Notre Dame by 2.
I think it was just our will. We wanted this one. We had to have it. We needed it, and we just found a way to come out with it.
Smith up by the Purcell Pavilion logo. Smith, deep three is no good. Rebound, Bohannon out of bounds, and it's over. It's over in the longest regular season game in the history of the Big East Conference. Notre Dame has defeated Louisville 104-101 in not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 overtimes.
It's probably our first game of the season where we can truly say that everybody was in it together. Like, everybody can be happy about it, everybody can talk about it because everybody had a part. So, that's just exciting for the whole team.
Put your gloves. That went extra rounds. We still got guys caught out in the ocean out there.
This was a historic moment in the Big East and Notre Dame history. It was a magical moment, and everyone recognized that. We knew that something big just happened there, and everyone just wanted to enjoy it for the moment.
The white knight is surfing out there. Woo!
I know everyone else in the locker room, but I stayed in for the alma mater after, and I sang with the rest of the guys, and I'm like, this is what Notre Dame is about.
It's hard for me to digest it, but we had fun doing it, man. We had fun doing it, and different guys stepping forward to help us. I mean, just unbelievable. You know, Sherm, I'm so proud of you. You know, we go away from you for a while. You come in there and give us stuff. Zach's giving us stuff.
I love that fact that in the locker room after the game, they had the gloves around their neck.
How long should we practice tomorrow? We're going to take a day off tomorrow and get our legs under us. Enjoy it, and on Monday we'll come back to work. Get on in here, man.
I think it is more ironic looking back on it now than it was before. Before, you know, Coach was saying it's going to be a 15-round fight. You know, we know, Coach, it's a big game. You know, we're going to play hard. Yeah, we're going to battle. But I'm not sure if Coach is a prophet or if he just got kind of lucky on this one. But that pretty much signifies exactly what we did on Saturday. Walking out of the locker room, it was just relief. Finally, everything came together. It was nice to be a part of something this important for us.
Our reinvention started with us being tougher. We had to come together as a team, fight together. We chose our identity. And I just think right from there, everybody had the mindset of being tougher.
We're on the bus going to the Ground Zero site.
We went to the 9/11 Memorial where the Twin Towers actually fell.
I remember seeing pictures of the two light beams going up where they were. But other than that, I'm not really sure what it's going to be like. I'm pretty excited to see it, though.
The World Trade Center site is 16 acres, and the memorial represents 8 of those acres. So to our right, it's going to be what we call the South Pole. It's where the original South Tower stood.
That's roughly how high?
It was definitely emotional. You think back to all the feelings you had of that day, of the total coverage of the whole thing.
You can really see how powerful it must be especially for people that lost loved ones. It's kind of special to be there with teammates, people you love, knowing that there's other people that lost loved ones in the buildings. And I think that really kind of brings it into a little more of a perspective.
It's really nice to go with guys that you battle with every day on the court. And you know, you kind of got another experience off the court. It was great to have them there with me.
Did you ask about the middle?
Yeah.
What did they say?
The middle's 20 feet deep. The drop right here is 30 feet.
Being here a few days before the game, I think it kind of relaxes us and gets us more mentally prepared because there can be a lot of distractions in the city, and we kind of get those out of our system 1 or 2 days before the game. And after being here for 2 days and knowing all that, come Wednesday, we'll be ready for the game.
The Big East tournament's a process, it's a big event. I mean, it's not just the games, it's also the whole entire being in New York, being at the Garden. It's a big process and it's fun. And Coach Brey does a great job allowing his team to enjoy it.
I think what you're always in search of is energy, and the city has energy. And I think since it's spring break, let's get our guys into New York, let them get the flavor of it, and maybe it helps energize us. Here we go, baby, here we go. I am really excited about going into postseason with this group. Remember what I talked to you guys about in the locker room at Louisville after the game? Focus has to be at an all-time high. Togetherness. No such thing as frustration, man. We're playing in postseason basketball. We're attacking, man. We ain't got nothing to protect. We are going for it, all right?
Ramp between the circles on the dribble. Left side, Connaughton running 3. Got it!
Pat did amazing today. Hit, what, 6 threes?
Cross-court pass, Connaughton, open 3 again. Got it! Atkins inbounds quickly, Connaughton, open 3. Got it!
This is huge for us. You know, Pat's been in a slump, and for him to hit those threes and get out of his slump, it's going to be huge for the team. The coach got on him, and you know, he's really responded.
Ahead to Grant for the flying slam, and that should just about do it.
I think we broke through, baby. All right? If you turn down a shot the rest of the postseason, I will give a technical because I'm going to tackle you going down the court. I'm going to be on the freaking court.
That kind of keeps me shooting. It's something that if I miss a shot, I got to be ready to shoot the next one, and that's something that I did tonight, and it's something that I got to carry forward through the rest of the postseason.
We got to get ready to play Marquette tomorrow night. They blew us out at their place, but you know, we're ready for them. You know, we want this kind of like a little mini revenge game.
I just shook Bill Clinton's hand.
Starting off against Marquette, we really came out slow. We struggled to shoot the ball. They were really defending us well. They just really made it tough for us, to get any good looks.
Not a good start, Jordan, as they're down 7-0.
Late in the first half, we really started to buckle down. We stopped letting them get really easy buckets and really started to contest all their shots.
Up to Atkins, who races down the floor, shovels back to Connaughton for three. Got it! And the Irish are back into the game. Atkins sees an opening. Bounce pass corner. Connaughton three. Got it. Pat Connaughton's heating up again.
Everybody's flowing. Everybody's confident out there. This is how the team should be playing.
Way to fight back, way to guard. How many points they got at half? 25. We're going to start the second half like we ended, all right? Great job, come on.
Now it goes to Grant in the lane. He double pumps, throws it high in the air, no good. Rebound, Cooley up and good. And Notre Dame's lead is 54-50.
We've been mixing and matching all season, but the last few games, we really found a core group of guys that have it going. We're just riding that right now.
Grant stops and pops. No good. Rebound, Cooley. Back out to Connaughton for three. Yes!
Mind-blowing, the maturation and how far this kid's come. Boy, what confidence will do for a shooter.
Pat always has a confidence in him. He just needs to sometimes get the fire rekindled a little bit. And I think he finally came to during the tournament that he is a great player. I think him coming into his own kind of finished the reinvention process, really creating this new team that can beat anyone when we go out there on any day.
In the midst of the reinvention, he needed to be more of a spot-up shooter for us, but I think he was a little reluctant to shoot it. And I think in New York, it was the first time I really saw him this year hunt his shot, and we need that moving forward in the NCAA tournament. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Let's keep it rolling.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our New York studios and the NCAA Basketball Championship Selection Show.
In the West, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, 25-9 on the year, and the Irish will take on Iowa State Cyclones out of the Big 12.
We've earned a 7 seed after losing Scott Martin and wondering who we were going to be at 3-3 in the league. We're in, man. We're in. And now that we're in, erase all the numbers. Erase the numbers next to everybody's name. We know better than anybody. Just erase them. They don't mean a darn thing. It got us to the semifinals of the Big East tournament, and it earned us a 7 seed in the NCAA tournament. So I'm pleased with how we've reinvented, and I think in New York, we may have found another gear.